Okay, I am here. Because I realized that there's basically only a little bit left that I need to look at, so. This guy's scared because there was a fight nearby. And I want to see the look on his face. Like, is it frozen in abject joy? Even though he's terrified? Let's see. It is. It's frozen in abject joy. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon, Helen, and Olympus Opal have found themselves at the gates of a distant hideout. Your fine partner, easily better than my last. I think I've read that one.
The last of them.
I think I soiled myself.
Sorry, dude. You have fun with that, or don't, I guess. Anything over here?
You're victorious, Captain.
Right. Okay. And I think we just need to head up a little bit this way and we'll be at the lab. I think, anyway. I was gonna say, I don't think I killed this person. Oh.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
It looks like she's killed multiple of these dudes on her way to, oh, there's the entrance to the thing. Oh. She went to the maze. Oh, okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Interesting. It looks like she's gone into the maze, so we should probably go there too, I would guess. There's also that console over there it wants me to go to. I should do that as well. Oh, you're within the maze, aren't you? Or not?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Inspect console. Not much, there's a lot of buttons. Taste the residue.
You've got to be doing this just to mess with me.
Super sugar with sweet tang, strawberry, and oil. Chop all mixed together. Meshes well with the flavor of oil. Leave. So someone just spilled drink on there, basically. I'll take this. Yep. Alright. Let's go into the maze. Oh no, this wasn't the maze. This was Pardon me.
Here we go.
Get our hands dirty.
Yeah.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
More footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Here we go.
I'm gonna show you. I just wanted to make you smile.
Eh. It's so creepy. Oh, now I remember why this creeps me out so much. You ever watch the animated the Batman, the animated series? Like, that was a thing that I really enjoyed. Oh. Hi. You're alive. Have you lost your mind yet? Let's take a look. No, not yet.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
That was quite enthusiastic.
That was completely splendid. You didn't embarrass yourself even the slightest bit.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
See any sign of a beleaguered actor running around?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
Ah, you're a Burbage fan.
I certainly am.
Fan of the
That
robots, I see.
aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the cadence of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
What about Spencer Wilrick?
Who?
That's
I
showbiz.
suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
I don't believe I've ever met an intern before.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
Why be an intern if it's riskier than typical employment?
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Helping folks is dangerous, the board doesn't like it. Oh, you know what? Good luck with
I
it.
get the feeling you don't think I can do it. That's okay. Trying to improve the system from within isn't the most glamorous thing. But I think it's worth the effort.
I take it you don't intend to stay an intern.
Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better. Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
I like her. She likes robots too, so she's a likable person. How'd you get your position?
Laws. You've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh?
Well,
My mother is
I ask a lot of
assistant
questions.
vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position. Mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say. Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
You haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
You were chased by the mosquitoes. What's the deal with those?
Well, they're really mean, for one thing. Mosquitoes don't stop stinging you when you die. They keep going for 10 or 15 minutes after.
Ooh.
Don't worry, though. Mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
So what happens if the mosquitoes get out during visiting hours?
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you?
Found a strange substance on the processing console. That have anything to do with you?
Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slab that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
I doubt it. I've used that exact same line.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings.
You're more upset about the drink mix than the fried console?
Product experimentation without an R&D license is even more severe than damage to company property. Wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm making black market mixed drinks.
I found a toxic mix of fertilizer and weed killer on some purpleberry saplings. Thoughts?
Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
You should really just come clean.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Uh-huh. So, she's the one that's done this. Inventory records. Real grumpy. Don't get stung by these. A heck of a lot. Hard to count. Mock apples and purple berries. Gardner, 23 or so just beat up. That's not really useful. The purple berries are growing a heck of a lot faster than the auto mechanicals can pick them. I should be mighty perturbed by what we're wasting, but since I had that treatment, I felt is glad about things. Goodness, this promotion sure was a life changer. Speaking of, Rudy, I have a feeling you're reading this. Caught you a couple times peering at me from behind the hedges and the like. How about you swing by my shack and we bury the hatchet? I've changed man since you recommended me for this promotion. Got a bottle of Spectrum vodka we can share, and a chapter of the brand new Halcyon Helen cereal. Knew you never liked that I got advanced copies. Come on by. Huh. Yarbo, I must admit that when your own superior described you as a misanthropic, law-damned redacted, I did not expect you would ever acclimate to a position so many others have loathed. Productivity is an all-time high, and what's more, you're not only impressed many visitors with your wonderful attitude, but you somehow seem to get along well with wasp mosquitoes, or at least they haven't killed you yet. I'd like to offer you an unprecedented reward, one-time 15-minute break, to be taken at your discretion. Hypotheticals. So, Jacob, got a quick rhetorical question for you. Let's say rhetorically that one of the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve keepers got drunk. I thought he'd indulge himself in one after-hours hunting. Let's say he theoretically released our primals, and those primals theoretically proceeded to beat him to death with his own rifle, and escaped to the orchards. Obviously, I'm worrying for the sake of worrying, but if something like that were to happen, I'm not saying it did, especially since this group would cost me my job. Theoretically. Rizzo's may have tested some of their products on these primals, and those primals may have acquired a taste for Rizzo's booze. Booze that I know you have stocked in the orchards. Look, if you have any wayward primals, I'm not saying you will, please, for the love of law, send me a message. Ah. That's an issue. So, she is the result of the issues, or she is the cause of these issues.
I can take a hint.
I don't understand why that door was locked. Ooh. Yeah, it was weird for that door to be locked. Ooh, what's this place?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more
So she went in
footprints
here.
belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. First, let's check to see if you got any weird things
Timeline
going on.
discrepancy detected nearby.
Ooh. Come on. Come on, let me look. You can do it. There we go. You don't have any friends.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Now, who are you?
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
That's a hard question to answer. Who am I, really? Who are any of us?
Merciful law, that sounds like a lot of philosophism, which is highly outlawed throughout Halcyon. But I won't report you, considering how heavily armed you are. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her.
Charges.
I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs, not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO.
Co-CEO?
Well, she's not
Whatever
going
that is.
anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo's?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it.
That's a problem.
That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Waspitos, there's flying angry bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
If these things are so dangerous, why are they pollinizing the orchards?
Waspitos only pose a danger to enemies of Rizzo's and the occasional clumsy worker. Those risks are well worth it when you consider their value as a self-protecting investment. Besides, they aren't as dangerous as they seem, unless you're caught outside during a pollinization cycle. Then you'll probably get stung to death. Even then, the Hive Control Emergency Recall System ensures that only a handful of workers will die in the event of a breach. Rizzo's has just about thought
Oh,
of it
how
all.
wonderful. So very efficient. Goodbye.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Right, and I think we discovered that she
Timeline
basically...
discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased
And
actress
she's
known
over
as
here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Get out. Parts known and ineligible due to dirt and crushed purple berry smudges. The writing you can make out is as follows. Helen, I know I told you I'd stumbled onto the scoop of a lifetime, but neither of us could have guessed how deep this would go. Now some slug from the docks is looking for me, asking a lot of questions. It's time to get out. Do you hear me? Don't waste time packing. Just go as soon as you read this. You know where to meet me. Tonight, 10 p.m. with the Grand Ballroom. If I don't show, take the next ship out of here and don't look back. Oh, B.
Timeline discrepancy detected near. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I'm not even sure if I'm following her in order or anything like that.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh, and then over there's the other stuff. Okay. Okay. So... what am I doing? Investigate all 3 sites, found evidence of negligence. Returned the overseeing Earth, and let us know his suspicions were justified. Okay. I guess I can just do that. And then continue my regular investigation.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Sir, I have things to tell you.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in
La
these
la
law-
la, you
How's the
guys
investigation going?
completed my
All right.
investigation.
Let's hear the details.
Took care of the Roman exterminator auto
I
mechanics.
see you left a few of them intact even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself. But that's me.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
I mean, I guess they're just trying to kill everything.
Reckon they've got something in common with the waspitos then. Probably why Slug just set the mechanicals to attack everything. Eventually, they'd kill our pollinizers.
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes. It's possible to manually start and end cycles in hive control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway.
I was non-Rizzo
What you're
personnel.
proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander.
A drink was spilled at the processing console, sorting it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
And herbicide was mixed in with the fertilizer, which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
I do know who it was, sadly. But I couldn't get her to confess, really? It was weird.
You're a professional inspector, and all you've got to say is no idea?
I'm not a professional
Boss.
inspector.
Well, what's done is done, I guess. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Business will have bits to spare after the brown unveiling. Could pay then, with interest.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Okay, fine. Guess we're done with all that. I think I still have to be here for the main quest, though. This one. Oh, we have to go to the labs. That's right. That's right.